The reason that I call these tapes the psychic gym is because I believe we can consciously and consistently do psychic and spiritual exercises to develop and strengthen our connection to our inner selves in the same way that we could go to a regular gym and work out our physical bodies. It's simply that we live in a culture that doesn't teach us from a young age to develop the connection to our inner selves. But once you start to do it, the connection gets stronger and stronger. One of the keys to having that inner spiritual strength is your relationship to your chakras. And that's what we'll be talking about more today on this tape. I lived in a neighborhood a number of years ago where every Sunday morning, all the guys of the neighborhood, I hardly ever saw women do this. This was really a guy thing. All the guys would come out and work on their cars, polish their cars, clean their cars, shine their cars. And it was this Sunday ritual with great regularity and great focus and great devotion. And I remember when I lived there, I used to always think to myself, we really live in a world where you have to worship something. People can say, oh, I'm not a spiritual person, I don't think about God. But the truth is, everybody has something that they worship. It was so clear to me every Sunday that these guys would come out and worship their cars. And you can almost meet anybody. And if you're tuned in, start to notice, what do they worship? Maybe it's their relationship. Maybe it's their job. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's God. But everybody has something. And it's actually a really good question to ask yourself, what do I worship? Because I think just the nature of being human, it's very devotional. Even if what you worship is rationality, even if what you worship is science, even that is an act of devotion. So there are people that worship their fears. There are people that worship their worries. You know, someone said to me once, oh, you meditate. Is that like, you say a mantra or something over and over in your head? And I thought to myself, well, everybody has a mantra. One person's mantra might be, I'll never get what I need. Another person's mantra might be, why doesn't my lover love me enough? Everybody has something that they say to themselves all day long. So why not say, I am one with God? Why not say, I am filled with light? Why not say, I love helping people? You can say anything, right? Everybody's saying something all day long inside their own head. A lot of the work with chakras, with these energy centers that are in the body, a lot of the work with these energy centers has to do with noticing where you have your energy focused and what are the thoughts all day long that you tell yourself. I would say, what is it that you're worshiping? I heard somebody say once, you can never worship God and your fear at the same time. Or to put it another way, love and fear can never coexist in the same space. There's either love or there's fear. And so it doesn't even matter whether you see yourself consciously as a spiritual person or not. If you're consciously working to let go of fear and live your life more from a state of love, then you're connecting to spirit. Now, there are 7 main chakras. The lower chakras, numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, relate to the issues of the earth plane. Chakras 5 through 7 relate to the higher planes. You can see where you're focused in your life by your relationship to your different chakras, and I'll show you how. The first chakra at the base of your spine, we've been dealing with it on the 2 earlier tapes. The first chakra is your relationship to the earth. It's your relationship to your physical body. It is your sense of being planted on the earth, being grounded. The second chakra, a little bit below your navel, is your connection to manifestation, to your sexuality, to your security. If that chakra is out of balance, you can have a lot of fear there. You can have that sense of, oh my God, where's my security coming from? Your issues of money can be in that chakra. Whether there's enough money, whether there's enough of anything. The third chakra is the power center at the solar plexus. It's the expression of your personal power, for good and for bad, whether you are cleanly expressing who you are or whether you're manipulating. The fourth chakra is the heart, the center for unconditional love and forgiveness and contentment. The fifth chakra is at the throat. It's the communication center. You speak the truth from that center, if it's clear. The sixth chakra is the third eye. It's in the center between your 2 eyebrows. It's the mystic eye. It is the place that you can see clearly from. It's the ability from that center to see what your physical eyes may not see, to really see the truth below appearances. And the 7th chakra at the top of the head is the crown chakra. We've also looked at it in the 2 earlier tapes. It's where the energy of the sky pours in. It's where the energy of God can pour through the top of your head, even though really the God of our own hearts lives in every chakra. So you can imagine each of these centers of the body and each of these locations. The word chakra literally means wheel. You could see it like a disc or a plate, or you could see it, what I find easier is just to see it as a flower. The reason why is we'll be opening and closing those centers once we're in meditation on side B. And a flower is very easy to open to full bloom or to close down or to adjust. Now, I'm not trying to say that the lower chakras are bad and the higher chakras are good. It's not that. The lower chakras are incredibly useful and important. You need the lower chakras to function on this earth plane. We're not just angels flying around in the ether. And the lower chakras are what help us have strong, healthy bodies, let us have intimate relationships with others, let us express our personal power cleanly and clearly. It's just that when the lower chakras go out of balance, that's the place that fear and worry begins to manifest from. the higher chakras, the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh chakras, have more of the understanding that the saint Laleshwari had. She has a quote that makes me think of the higher centers. "Don't worry," she said. "Whatever is supposed to come always comes. It never fails. Face everything contentedly while absorbing your mind in God."